A very top of the morning to you this beautiful Friday. I'm super excited. We're all super excited. We made it through the week in one piece.
Now this is one day that definitely sees more smiles than maybe any other day of the work week.
Yeah, sure.
Now, of course, Friday, what can we say to you? Thank you, Friday.
Oh,
For making lives.
wow.
It's so beautiful. Now, of course, there's that special thing that comes with Friday, and of course, I feel it hovering all around you now,
It's
right
grace.
where you are.
It's grace.
Favor. Deaconess Titi.
I don't understand what's going on here.
Praise and worship now. We are here to
Your
help
will be
you
proud of you
wake
guys.
up. And that makes you, the viewer, even more deserving for always being right there to receive what we bring every single day on the show.
Now today there's an array of amazing stuff lined up for you. Stay tuned, stay right there with us. There's awesome stuff we're giving today on the show. I am Mike Mesikenor.
And I'm Titi Oyinsan. That's Mary Alimi. How you doing, girl?
I'm doing great.
And, you know how it is. We have some beautiful smiles in the studio. We haven't seen you in a bit, Mary.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I needed to do some restructuring, so to speak.
Yes,
but it's great to be back. It's Friday. So yeah, we're excited.
Cabo.
A show.
All right, let's stream the show live on tvcentertainment.tv if you need to move around, or on Facebook Live at TVC Connect.
Send in your comments. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yes, sir.
But definitely a faster way to reach across to us.
And of course, you can watch all the exciting episodes you've missed. Maybe you want to catch up or something, just go to YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, that's TVC Entertainment. And of course, on Fridays, we have something special, something extra just for you. It's called Wake Up Nigeria Extra from 2:30 p.m. via Instagram Live.
All right, we'll kick off this morning. Today, Jidon has us on Daily Vulnerables.
Self-love as a generation. Love myself, love myself. Hashtag. But you know, to love yourself, it's not a performance.
We have broadcaster, entrepreneur, and humanitarian Bolanle. Of course, she was the second runner-up on Ultimate Love. She'll be with us this morning.
Look, I still make I come greet you.
Why?
You say,
I said why?
my husband.
I know who I married.
Then you know say we just bury him now.
So why you come greet me?
This one that you are doing like this.
Like what? Like someone whose husband just got murdered?
Who asked you to bring this your problem?
You. Who asked you?
I find social media one of the most powerful tools of this generation. There's some humans, I say humans, that would never even know existed if not for social media. I was also thinking about how powerful it is because you can find out things from different parts of the world. This K-pop group, do you know the name of the K-pop group from?
There are several K-pop groups.
The one that's broken records over and over again. That all of them look alike.
They always look alike. There's the girl one of the biggest K-pop international groups right now is Blackpink. They've done some really fantastic songs. They've done stuff with Lady Gaga. They've done with Dua Lipa. So they're like the biggest right now when it comes to female pop group. And then for the guys, they're like two big ones. I know a particular group that doing very well, especially in the UK. So yeah, K-pop, when you talk about K-pop now, it's not just one or two people.
My issue now is without social media, I would never even have known these guys existed. You know, like I'm just really thankful that you know, as things progress, as people get older, they realize that you can still be surprised, you can still be sure. Some things can still entertain you that you would never.
K-pop is not surprising.
K-pop is actually
all of you, Lee Min Ho, all of you Lee Min Ho fans. There's one particular day, was even training in Nigeria. Now, who's Lee Min Ho? I don't know him. I see Lee.
He's actually a Korean actor.
So they say, you know this. I love that the world is much more inclusive. I love that Africans will have Koreans as heroes to look up to. And it's cool. I mean, I'm thinking of which African would make or is making waves in
Korea,
in Asia.
In Asia,
you know. And I think of people like Will Smith. Will Smith has a big following in Asia.
Yes.
If you're looking at the black guy, when he
Even-
goes, if Will Smith. I think it's about the like Asian girls when they see Will Smith, they used to do the way Nigerian gets to do when they see Lee Min Ho. Something
And
like
there's
I
a
that.
think
secret people
what's his
don't
name?
realize.
Blade. What's his
There's
name?
a secret-
Wesley Snipes too did well in.
There's a
in
secret
Asia.
people don't realize, and that's the fact that for you to sell numbers, for you to get the numbers you're looking for, streaming and the likes, your market should be Asia. Be it movies, be it music, they have the numbers. So you want to be popular there so they can stream you and you can actually make waves
The
online.
challenge with Asia and numbers is that there's a lot of restriction.
Yes.
So from the Western
Yes.
world, right?
Yeah.
Their Twitter self is even different. So
WhatsApp
they
does not
restrict
exist in
you.
some
They
places.
don't
So
have
they
what
would,
they
they,
have.
they
Is it
restrict it.
WeChat or something?
Yeah.
There's a lot they cut out.
Yes.
But yes, they do have the numbers. If you're looking at numbers, especially of course when it comes to cinema movies, you spoke about Wesley Snipes. The Rock has a major following in Asia.
That, that's true.
Because when you look at China, when they want to release, especially movies, when they want to release movies, the Chinese market is large. That's where they know that okay, if I have to hit up numbers in the worldwide box office, look, man, Asia has to be the place that you have to hit. Africa, there's a lot we have to do. Yes, we might have the numbers, but generally because of our weak currencies, it doesn't add up so much when it comes to global box office records. But
That
we'll
was
get
actually, that's very interesting because in Korea, they actually have, they've made enough money to actually make an influence on the world market. I'm talking about individually. In Korea, they have so many, is it not in Asia that they have the largest number of billionaires under 30?
yeah, true.
30?
Don't
You
try
know?
them now. Don't
so
try
it's,
them
it's
now.
amazing.
Don't try
But at this
We
point,
have in Aba, don't overlook it. Don't try.
Billionaires
We have in
in-
Aba, yeah, billionaires.
wow.
Yes, we
Okay.
do. It's just that they wear singlet and shorts and wear bathroom slippers. Come and buy my markets. But if you get to their houses, boy.
All right, all right. Now, there's still so much to talk about right here on Wake Up Nigeria, but it's about time for us to take the news update.
All right, we begin this hour in Abuja, where the House of Representatives appears not to be backing down on the 48-hour ultimatum handed down to the Minister of Niger Delta to publish the names and contracts awarded to members of the National Assembly. And 2 days after the face-off, the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Godswill Akpabio, has denied accusing members of the National Assembly of taking 60% of contracts from the Commission. Now, the House of Reps has resolved to institute a legal suit against the minister. Now, the words of the minister on Monday when he appeared before the House Committee on NDDC, which investigated alleged reckless spending in the commission. Angered by the allegation at its next legislative date, the House handed the minister 48 hours to produce a list of members who benefited from the said contracts. The ultimatum lapsed, and with no response from the minister and the speaker on Thursday, directed the clerk to file a defamation suit against the minister to the admiration of his colleagues. The resolution of the House was still fluid when the minister's response came in and was promptly read by the speaker, who thrashed every aspect of it. In it, the minister denied ever accusing the lawmakers of having a large chunk of the NDDC contract, but he accused the chairman of the two committees of exhibiting unusual influence to the exclusion of other members and the management of the commission. He alleged that the chairman, House Committee on the NDDC, Olubunmi Tunjiojo, submitted a list of 19 contractors being owed that must be paid as a precondition for passing the 2020 appropriation bill of the commission. The House has now referred the minister's letter to its Committee on Ethics and Privileges. Now, in an exclusive interview with TVC News, the chairman of the House Committee on NDDC said the minister's letter has vindicated him and his colleagues. To Abuja now, where the Senate Ad Hoc Committee probing the alleged financial recklessness in the Niger Delta Development Commission has asked the Interim Management Committee to refund the sum of 4.9 billion naira to the accounts of the NDDC. The directive is contained in the committee's report submitted to the Parliament, which affirmed frivolous spending and financial recklessness by the IMC. The report also recommends the dissolution of the Interim Management Committee and the reconstitution of a new management board by President Muhammadu Buhari. The Senate's ad hoc committee on the NDDC has returned to the parliament with its report, and its findings are grave. The committee's findings reveal high levels of corruption, reckless spending, and a total deviation from the purpose for which the commission was established. This revelation infuriates lawmakers who demand that the law should bring them to book. But first, the Senate requests that all frivolous and extra budgetary spendings be returned immediately to the NDDC's accounts. It also suggests that all supervisory functions be taken from the Ministry of the Niger Delta and returned to the presidency. The report most importantly recommends the dissolution of the Interim Management Committee and the reconstitution of a new management board by President Muhammadu Buhari. Still in Abuja, but to security matters now, Southern Kaduna youth yesterday took to the streets of Abuja to protest the continuous killings in the region. The youth are calling on the government and the international community to come to their rescue, saying that the killings are one too many. Hundreds of people have been killed in various local governments in southern Kaduna over the past few years. Only last week, 10 people were killed when armed men attacked communities in Kara local government area. The crisis has continued despite the deployment of various military teams to the area. Many have accused the government of not doing enough to stop the killings. These youth are from southern Kaduna. They are here in the FCT to lay bare their grievances and bring to the knowledge of Nigerians the happenings in their communities. With different inscriptions and chanting of songs, they drove home their message. They are calling on the international community and the government to come to their rescue and stop the conflicts in their area. The youth also condemned the presidency's response that the killings are as a result of revenge and counter-revenge. They call on Nigerians to support the region to ensure an end to the continuous killings. And that's it on the news updates this hour on Wake Up Nigeria. We'll take this break and bring the sports news. Stay with us.
Time for us to take a quick look at what's happening on the covers of the papers this morning. And I'm starting with the Nation newspaper this morning. It says here, Senate seeks sack of NDDC IMC and refund of 4.9 billion naira. That's a real refund, right?
A lot of money. Wow.
Report exposes massive financial recklessness. Akpabio backtracks as House plans court action. Panel proposes invitation of anti-graft agencies. Buhari others in Mali to make peace. Page 25 has more on that. Moving to the top of the page here, Lagos virus cases to rise next month. PTF cautions on Eid-el-Kabir. Pupils have November GCE option, says Minister. July 30 parley on resumption. Why Obaseki is after Okumbo, his firms. Governor denies claims. And I'll wrap with this. It says here, PDP will defeat Akeredolu, says Jegede. It's an illusion. And that's on the PDP matter there. That's what we have on the cover of the Nation.
All right, moving on to the Punch newspaper now. I see number of Nigerian doctors in the United Kingdom rises to 7,875. India, Pakistan, Nigeria have highest number of migrant doctors in the UK. Low pay, poor facilities, insecurity forcing doctors out, says NMA. And of course, there's a chart here showing countries with most migrant doctors in the UK. And of course, South Africa is also part of the top 10, as well as Egypt. NAF others pay tributes as Arotile is buried in Abuja. Third Mainland Bridge, 650 LASMA, 250 FRSC officials to manage traffic. Outrage over treatment of lady arrested with boyfriend. I'm so glad this is in the news. Jegede talks tough, vows to end Akeredolu's reign. Now, up here, we see Nigeria lost $1.4 billion to chemical importation in 2019, and that's coming from the NARICT. We've identified plans to generate 18 trillion naira revenue, says the federal government. WASI, federal government considers November-December GCE option. Akpabio recants as reps move to sue for defamation, perjury. All of these stories and more in the Punch newspaper today.
Okay, so I'm going to take the Guardian newspaper now.
Okay.
And it says here, Knox anger as Akpabio denies claim against reps. Lawmakers threaten lawsuit. Minister denies implicating lawmakers. Sack minister. CSOs tell Buhari. Now the story is quite lengthy there. Starts there on the cover and wraps up on page 6. 150 billion naira Hajj fees trapped over cancelled pilgrimage. That's a big one. Page 6 has more on that. Right at the bottom here, at Arotile's burial, cleric advises government to stop neglecting patriots. Government WAEC review timetable for West African school certificate examination. And women go naked over fresh killings in Kaduna. That's what we have on the cover of The Guardian.
Wow, I saw that one. Daily Sun newspaper is what I have here, and it says, Senate finds NDDC leadership guilty, asks Buhari to sack interim management, demands refund of unjustifiable spent funds. Akpabio recants on alleged contracts to lawmakers. Photo story here. Remains of flight officer Tolulope Arotile being carried by officers of the Nigerian Air Force for burial at the military cemetery Abuja yesterday, as well as President Muhammadu Buhari arriving Bamako, Mali on a one-day visit towards finding a political solution to the crisis in the country yesterday, and of course siblings of Tolulope performing burial rites just yesterday. Here we also see PAN NGO kick against schools reopening. Things getting unbearable for us. That's coming from private school teachers. A reminder for everyone to do something nice for their children's teachers at this time. No going back on total shutdown of oil gas operations. That's coming from Yoruba Group. Jagada emerges Ondo PDP candidate, says end of Akeredolu's reign near. Pains of Third Mainland Bridge closure will be minimal. And that's coming from the governor himself, Governor Sanwo-Olu. Closure takes effect tonight. Arotile, NAF first female combat pilot buried. And finally, up here, we see Ohaneze backs National Assembly on service chiefs. UN-US express sadness over execution of humanitarian workers. And that's about it in the Daily Sun today.
And all we can take on the headlines in the dailies at this point. We'll take it again in the second hour, but we have to take a quick break. Stay with us.
Thank you for staying with us. It is time for Lagos traffic updates right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Of course, you know the roads are busy again, so we are here to help you manage your movement from point A to B, ensuring that you get to your intended destination on time without any hitches, and of course, safe and sound, which is more important. All right, so this morning we'll begin from that long stretch from Ojodubejo bus stop all the way to the CMS garage, all right? Okay, so from what I can see here, traffic isn't so bad on that axis. As a matter of fact, from the entire calculation, it will take you less than 40 minutes to get to CMS garage, all the way from Beja this morning. Sounds unbelievable, but that's just the truth as it is. Looks like some people have decided to work from home because of the whole Third Mainland Bridge issue. Perhaps most people missed the memo. It's actually starting tonight, not this morning. But let me tell you areas to look out for traffic, because there will be light traffic in those areas. Motorways axis, that's around the 7-Up area. Just expect traffic there. But it's very light traffic. As soon as you're on the bridge, it eases out, so don't worry too much about it. Another area to look out for is Ogudu. When you get to Ogudu, you will experience light traffic. It will ease out a bit, but as you are approaching Bagada, especially Oworu-Shoki axis, there's light traffic there. But once you're past Oworu, it's pretty free. The Third Mainland Bridge is good to go. But I should warn you that when you're halfway through on the bridge, that is, just as you pass University of Lagos, approaching Iwaya axis, Makoko axis, there is light traffic. And as soon as you get to the Ebute Meta axis of the Third Mainland Bridge, that's when the gridlock starts. And that gridlock will take you up until you get off the bridge, when it eases out to light traffic. And after a while, just as you're approaching Ilubiri, that's where the traffic eases out and it's light traffic, and then of course good to go until you get to CMS Garage. But that is if you choose to pass the Third Mainland Bridge. Of course, there's the option of you passing Ikorodu Road, which will take you just about the same time. So plus or minus 1 hour from Ojodu-Beja to CMS Garage, you'll be fine. All right. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys have traffic updates for me. Let's hear it.
Yeah, we're just seeing tweets of people anticipating the closure of Third Mainland Bridge.
It's supposed to start today.
It's supposed to start today. So if you haven't got any information about it, I suggest you go online and look for at Follow Lasma, right? And some other handles online. And you can even just use Google and you'll probably find the alternative routes that you can try. Now, there is a whole breakdown of the different options you have coming from different parts of Lagos going on to Third Mainland Bridge. I suggest you do your research first. And maybe if you have staff that you know are going to be stuck in this, you might suggest that for the first week or so, they work from home, you know.
It will help you, so maybe you can plan yourself, know exactly how the situation will be.
Exactly.
So it really does make sense to do that.
Yeah.
I would actually suggest that everyone just goes back to the COVID period. Things were going fine, okay? So if you have members of staff that can actually work from home, it's not such a bad idea, really. It's not, unless those who have to be at work. That will actually make work easier for the LASMA officials, as well as every other person who has to help regulate traffic. But let's move on. Right now, I'm at the Abule Egba axis, heading towards Mushin. So from what I can see, if you decide to pass through Agege to connect to Oshodi, you might be spending, and by connecting to Oshodi, I'm meaning you're coming out through GRA, because there is no route otherwise. You will spend just about an hour, 5 minutes. But if you decide to pass the Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway as usual, which most people usually pass, you will spend an hour, 45 minutes. So the choice is yours to make. And areas to look out for, taking a look at Ile-Epo bus stop, there's a gridlock there, but it's for a short while, okay? Just as you're approaching it, but as soon as you're past Ile-Epo bus stop, it's good to go. Pleasure bus stop as well is another place to look out for. When you're approaching Pleasure bus stop, there's light traffic and there's a gridlock as well. And that gridlock will take you until you are close to Iyano Ipaja. Okay, so when you get to Iyano Ipaja, there's still the gridlock, but as soon as you pass the bridge, the gridlock eases out and it becomes light traffic. But not for long, because when you get to Dokpemu, there's gridlock. And I'm sorry to say that the gridlock approaching Dokpemu is going to take you all the way through, you can think of it, Cement, all these other bus stops, until you get to National. So when you get to National bus stop is where the traffic eases out. And not just even National bus stop, like when you're about to get on the bridge, for those going on the bridge. And if you're going towards Oshodi, then of course it's light traffic. And then it's good to go. The only other places to look out for, from what I can see here, there aren't much, but you should just look out for Arena as usual. The Arena is where there's traffic, light traffic, gridlock. But as soon as you're past Oshodi, you're good to go, of course. Now, I'll be joining the guys in the kitchen. However, I'd like you to keep in mind that you need to think of the next driver and, of course, drive carefully. You'll be sure to arrive safely at your destination.
hey, Mary is back. Honestly, traffic is different when Mary talks about it. You know, it just doesn't feel like a bad thing at all. Like, but people are anticipating this bridge closure. There are some parts of the bridge that will be left open at different times of the day. Those details are very, very important that you go find out exactly what's happening before you start your journeys this weekend. You know, so it's a big one. It's a big one. Hey, Mary.
Hi, Titi. How you doing?
Yeah, so you were away for about a few days.
Yeah.
And, you know, last time I think we saw was on the day of the anniversary.
Yeah, that's true. Last Friday.
Yeah, so I've been, you know, so pleased and pleasantly surprised by all the really great wishes and love and all the great messages we've been receiving online celebrating our 3rd anniversary. But then after all that, you know, I was thinking of different ideas we could put together that would take the show to the next level. I'm thinking about the fact that you do the traffic so well, and I was wondering, you know, maybe we should consider. No, I'm just a suggestion.
I'm also giving you side eye.
Yeah, should I keep quiet? Should I stop?
No, go ahead.
I should keep quiet.
Go ahead.
So I was just thinking about how we could take some of these segments to the next. Sorry, say that again. Say that again, Mary. What did you say? You
I
said
didn't
something.
say anything.
Oh, okay. I thought you said something.
No, I did not.
Okay, so social media, well, there's been quite a lot that's been happening, and Snoop Dogg, who has been involved in a sort of battle, which, well, you know, it started with producers around the world. Producers started having battles and all of that, and then from producers to artists and over around Africa, and then Snoop Dogg and TMX, they came up with something big and a battle that
You're talking
people
about
decided
versus,
to talk about.
the versus battle that happened online.
Verse, rap,
Yeah, versus.
verse, rap.
So versus is the platform
Versus
that
is
does
actually the
the
platform.
battle.
My favorite so far has been
yeah.
Alicia Keys and John
But it's
Legend.
rap battle now.
So I don't know whether it was really a battle in the end anymore, because DMX and Snoop Dogg were just having fun.
Yeah.
They didn't make it seem like they were actually competing.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's DMX. I don't know, anytime I hear his name, I just remember that particular like,
Oh my God.
and I'm like, DMX.
I was pleasantly surprised because at their ages, you know, both of these guys are over 50.
Yes.
They were still really energetic. They were still dancing, and you could see their love for music. Yeah. They were both in their element. But then a lot of people were slamming DMX that his flow wasn't as seamless as Snoop Dogg's. I don't know. Have you got to see any of the videos yet?
Well, yeah, I did see it in passing. I wasn't so enthused about it, but hey, they're OGs, so you trying to pick out something from them and all that. You just enjoy them. That was just for me. If you're a rap person, you just enjoy it.
If you're a lover of rap, you
Just
see
enjoy it.
many of these things, as far as I'm concerned, are just so you can appreciate the music. I don't know why people take this thing as, oh, this person is better than this person, see it as, you know, like antagonism or something. You can even look at it on your screen right now. These guys were just feeling themselves, like, yeah.
No remorse, yeah. So let's go straight to the motherfucking source and see what we can.
Yes.
Oh, goodness me.
Okay, so we really had to mute that because there are some interesting words that were about to get played, you know. So we just had to like turn it out. Like,
But don't they
we
look
want
really
trouble.
great for their ages, though?
They
Especially
do.
Snoop. He doesn't look a day. Well,
My
he looks older, but
gosh.
not physically. He doesn't look like he's deteriorating or anything like that. Do you think it's money or just, you know, a healthy lifestyle? What do you think? I don't know.
I don't know what
I
he's
know
doing.
the one that is helping Snoop Dogg.
Huh.
But I cannot say it on TV.
Wow.
But we know what is helping Snoop Dogg.
What?
But DMX, on the other hand, it might be a bit portly right now, but I still think he looks good for his age.
He does.
It's always a pleasure to see this old G's, these old greats, like make us feel good. Like an Eminem, for example. When Eminem takes the mic, you go, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And then, you know, you listen to even the 50. I'd like to see 50. I don't think 50 has done the verses yet, has he, Mike?
I've not heard anything.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You know, actually, his interests have really moved. Talking about 50, his interests have really moved
He's
so
on
much.
making money now.
You know, and he's into the TV thing is about what he's really pushing
Yeah,
the most.
yeah.
I mean, the way he wants to expand the universe, the power universe.
Yeah.
It's now going much longer than we. There's a book 3, there's a book 2, there's a book 3, there's a book 4, there's even a book 5. He's pushing it out now. Tariq is going to be so man. The guy has interest like mad, and all he just does is just catch phone and yab Will Smith once in a while, yab Michael Blackpink, yab Kanye West small.
I appreciate the fact that he evolved, and he evolved at a good time when he still had enough money to invest and all that. And I just wish there were some other artists that also did the same when they had the chance.
True,
yeah.
true. Mike, spit some bars for us now. Spit some bars.
Wow.
Spit some bars. Show us. If Mike is off camera now, he's going to start dropping like he's one Snoop Dogg DMX. Now he's to show himself he's doing Shakara. Spit for us.
Wow.
Don't spit in.
We'll have to take this break now. When we get back, of course, we'll look at daily variables and movie segment.
Yes.
Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Hello and good morning. Now, it's a great feeling being here for the second hour of your premium family breakfast show on TV.
Now, of course, you know, we come here with the right motivating words to encourage you to do the work that needs to be done.
But it's all about good vibes on a Friday. No pressure at all. We're here with that right energy you need to get your weekend started. And I believe you had a blast in the first hour. I know that I did.
Now, the next hour, 45 minutes, promises to be even better. Now, you know, there's quite a lot packed up for you on our Friday editions. Now, stay glued to your screens and, of course, your sets. There's much more to come. Okay?
And, you know, everybody seems to get the memo these days, but just in case you haven't got the memo, you need to go out with your face mask wherever you're going. And as things continue to improve and people move around in different areas, please make sure you maintain the highest level of hygiene right now. Please make sure you wash your hands. Don't forget, the coronavirus pandemic is still very real. Follow all the health guidelines that are everywhere, right?
Definitely.
My name is Titi Oyinsan.
Mike Mesikenor is mine. Stream the show live, tvcentertainment.tv on our website. Facebook, it's at TVC Connect.
We also have a really cool app for you, and it's available for you to download for Android or iOS. With that app, you can watch us from anywhere in the world.
And of course, YouTube, that's where you can subscribe at TVC Entertainment to watch our video segments and of course the full shows. That's your one-stop shop.
Yes, so. And of course, on Fridays, we have some special interviews for Wake Up Nigeria Extra from 2:30 today. You need to join us on Instagram Live.
Definitely, definitely. Now, the Premier League season is rounding up this weekend. We have an EPL discussion. We'll do a sort of review of the season. Of course, Mian is going to be with me this morning, and we'll be talking about that. There's quite a fight for the top 4. And then we have broadcaster, entrepreneur, and humanitarian Bolanle Oluchi Babalola. Now, she is the second runner-up of the reality TV show Ultimate Love. She'll be with us this morning.
I'm seeing Nicki Minaj and I'm just smiling. It was kind of like bittersweet for me seeing her pregnant. It was really bittersweet in more ways than one, but it's good. I'm really happy for her.
You know, eventually, we get to see these artists in a particular way. Their photo shoots are a particular way. Their video shoots, music videos, and all that. They're always a particular way. But then when you see them out of that mold, it just gives you a new perspective that they actually have lives, and they're trying to move on with, some people don't think of them. No, some people don't think of, what Nicki might be doing behind the scenes of a music video. They just see the music video Nicki.
I'm actually very pleased for her because I know she's been wanting a child, especially after some of her exes started flaunting their babies and baby mamas and all. And I know she's been talking about it for a while that, hey, I want to have children. I want to settle down. So this is good stuff.
And
another thing that caught my eye was the table. the EPL table.
Okay.
And it's just making me wonder.
Yeah, you know you're the only person here that. So we know every when anything about sports trend, I didn't even talk about it. All these people they just fall my leg. It's only you that I can help on that thing. Because now you just talk to your love. So me, I don't just talk. I just leave them.
No, but you know, I'm actually shocked at what happened to Barcelona.
It's going to be interesting.
And the biggest miracle of all is how Man U made it to number 3.
In fact,
things are happening. Though.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just summarize it for you. These guys were like, okay, you just imagine people that are at the top.
Okay.
And then they go on coronavirus break.
That's a thing.
And then they come back. And back from the coronavirus break, those that are on top decide to go to the last. That's why some people are saying the first shall become the
So
last.
you're very right.
Anticipated that, though.
You're very right. You see, what happened was that the enforced break did a lot of things to different people.
Yeah.
For some people, it helped them refocus more and step up their game. For some other people, it's not like the intention they wanted to, but having a 3-4 month break, it was longer than a normal preseason.
Yeah.
It was longer. So a lot of people did not know what to do. I mean, you were also thinking of family members.
Yeah.
Worrying
about
there was pressure from
the
and somebody comes about becoming better. At the end, one of the biggest things, of course, for some people in some areas was surviving.
I'm telling you.
That was the biggest thing. If you look at countries like Italy, where you had the kind
really
of lockouts where we had the kind of lockdown where people had to stay in their houses. At least we had some people going out. In Spain, they were playing on the streets. If you do anyhow, so in some areas and it is still so. I mean, when you look at South America, Brazil, where people had to be throwing bodies on the streets. So some people were like, can I start thinking of sports or getting ready and all of that? So it affected a lot of things.
And that's why some people are like, the season should never have been continued because not everybody was in the right frame of mind. But hey,
whoever's going to take that top spot is going to take it in the end. But Mary, you need to take the news update at this point.
Okay, so we begin with the Nigeria Center for Disease Control's reports that 604 new cases of coronavirus from 21 states overnight, taking the country's total number of cases to 38,948. Lagos recorded the highest number of new cases with 203, followed by Oyo with 87 new cases. Other states with high figures are the FCT with 79 new cases, Edo 41, and Osun with 35. Katsina, Nasarawa, Borno, Ekiti, and Bauchi recorded the lowest numbers of new infections. So far, 16,061 people have been discharged, while 833, sadly, have died from COVID-19 related complications. Of course, we also go to Abuja, where the House of Representatives appears not to be backing down on the 48-hour ultimatum handed down to the Minister of Niger Delta to publish the names and contracts awarded to members of the National Assembly. And 2 days after the face-off, the Minister of the Niger Delta Affairs, Godswill Akpabio, has denied accusing members of the National Assembly of taking 60% of contracts from the Commission. Now, the House of Representatives has resolved to institute a legal suit against the minister. The words of the minister on Monday, when he appeared before the House Committee on NDDC, which investigated alleged reckless spending in the commission, angered by the allegation at its next legislative date. The House handed the minister 48 hours to produce a list of members who benefited from the said contracts. The ultimatum lapsed with no response from the minister, and the Speaker on Thursday directed the clerk to file a defamation suit against the minister to the admiration of his colleagues. The resolution of the House was still fluid when the minister's response came in and was promptly read by the Speaker, who thrashed every aspect of it. In it, the minister denied ever accusing the lawmakers of having a large chunk of the NDDC contracts. But he accused the chairman of the two committees of exhibiting unusual influence to the exclusion of other members and the management of the commission. He alleged that the chairman, House Committee on NDDC, Olubunmi Tunjiojo, submitted a list of 19 contractors being owed that must be paid as a precondition for passing the 2020 appropriation bill of the commission. The House has now referred the minister's letter to its Committee on Ethics and Privileges. In an exclusive interview with TVC News, the chairman of the House Committee on NDDC said the minister's letter has vindicated him and his colleagues. Still in Abuja, where the Senate's ad hoc committee probing the alleged financial recklessness in the Niger Delta Development Commission has asked the Interim Management Committee to refund the sum of 4.9 billion naira to the accounts of the NDDC. The directive is contained in the committee's report submitted to the Parliament, which affirmed frivolous spending and financial recklessness by the IMC. The report also recommends the dissolution of the Interim Management Committee and the reconstitution of a new management board by President Muhammadu Buhari. The Senate's ad hoc committee on the NDDC has returned to the Parliament with its reports, and its findings are grave. The committee's findings reveal high levels of corruption, reckless spending, and a total deviation from the purpose for which the commission was established. This revelation infuriates lawmakers who demand that the law should bring them to book. But first, the Senate requests that all frivolous and extra budgetary spendings be returned immediately to the NDDC's accounts. It also suggests that all supervisory functions be taken from the Ministry of the Niger Delta and returned to the presidency. The report, most importantly, recommends the dissolution of the Interim Management Committee and the reconstitution of a new management board by President Muhammadu Buhari. And still in Abuja, to security matters now, Southern Kaduna youth today took to the streets of Abuja to protest the continuous killings in their region. The youth are calling on the government and the international community to come to their rescue, saying that the killings are one too many. Hundreds of people have been killed in various local governments in Southern Kaduna over the past few years. Only last week, 10 people were killed when armed men attacked communities in Kaura local government area. The crisis has continued despite the deployment of various military teams to the area. Many have accused the government of not doing enough to stop the killings. These youth are from Southern Kaduna. They're in FCT to lay bare their grievances and bring to the knowledge of Nigerians the happenings of their community. With different inscriptions and chanting of songs, they drove home their message. And they're calling on the international community as well as the government to come to their rescue and stop the conflicts in their area. The youth condemned the presidency's response that the killings are as a result of revenge and counter-revenge. They call on Nigerians to support the region to ensure an end to the continuous killings. And that's the news updates for this hour. We will be back after this break. Stay with us.
Hello guys, welcome to another high-speed session with Big Harry. So today we are going to also do what we regularly do, which is fitness training, but then today is a special device thing. It's something different, all right? So I'll start with my stretches, but then what we are doing today, just have it at the back of your mind, is a shoulder workout, okay? So today I'm starting with my stretches. Just watch. Okay? Easy. And I'm going the last one. All right, I know you've been looking at the water by my side. Don't worry yourself. You'll get to know why it is here. But for now, stretch. Okay. Yeah, stretch. Enjoy it. Tag those bones. I can vibe mine right now. Okay? We're going. All right, and one more. That's it. So today we are being creative with our workout. We are working on our shoulders, but I don't know. This water is tempting, but let me still increase my heart rate, you know? This is called the jumping pose. Yeah. Enjoy it. Yeah. Enjoy it. Yeah. Yeah. Just to get my heart rate all pumped up and get the body ready for some good shoulder session. All right, and that's it. So I know you'll be thinking what I need this water for. Oh my God, it's very cold. So I'm using a very cold water for mine. Everybody can use dumbbells at home if you have, but I'm very much realistic with what you have at home. So this is the regular taking position, regular shoulder press. Okay, up, down, up, down, up, down. All right? Make sure you squeeze. Squeeze. All right? Squeeze. Okay? You have 3 more of that. 1. Okay? Enjoy it slowly. 2. And the last one. All right. Thank you. So the next workout is called shoulder fly. All right? So this is how we go. Okay, and at the shoulder level. Thank you. So for those of you not having dumbbells, you can use your bottled water. I know very well that some people, especially for beginners, it is quite difficult even raising only your arms without anything. You get? So imagine using this bottled water. You can see the difference. All right? It's always good you involve weights. You know why you involve weights? So you get density, you grow strong bones. All right? And we have 2 of that. 1 and 1 more. 2, and done. Now we are going towards lateral raises, okay? Yeah, this is it. Just 1 by 1, and at your shoulder level. Okay? Enjoy your fitness. Just be creative with it. Whatever you see you have to carry, you can carry. All right? But just make sure you have a very good grip and you hand at your shoulder. Ensure that you also have a very good form in whatever you're doing, because if you're doing it with a bad form, then it's not going to be effective. I mean, you would want to maximize your gains just for these few minutes you want to work out. All right? So I'll give you 2 more of that. Okay? 1 more of that. All right? And this is it. Thank you. So now we engage our trap muscles, this one here. All right? So we just hold it by the side and go up, down, release. Up, down. Thank you. Up. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Thank you very much. And 1 more of that. Okay, 1 more. That is it. And I'm done with my water. So whenever you want to work out and you think of using weights, you can use what you have at home. For those of you that don't have dumbbells, you can use water. And if you have good strength and you have dumbbells, please make sure you use your dumbbells. All right? See you guys next time in this high spirit session. Okay? Thank you very much.
Quite a lot of drama when it comes to the English Premier League. We're getting to the final match day, 38th match of match week 38 of the EPL, and it's all going down. It's all going down. Of course, the winner has already been, given the trophy, the second place, but the remaining 2 sports for Europe, that's talking about the Champions League and also Europa League, and then also a relegation battle, will go down to the final day. Of course, I've got Mian in the house, and we're going to be talking about all the drama with the final days. Great to have you, Mian.
Good to be here once again. Mike, the interesting about the Premier League is the fact that, yes, there is a champion. The trophy presentation has been done, but then a lot to look forward to on the final day of the season. The Champions League spots, the Europa League spots, Thierry Henry's record of the highest assist in the season, Kevin De Bruyne of Manchester City is eyeing that, and wait for it.
1 more. Yeah.
Some persons will cry at the end of the day. Who goes down to the championship? You know, Aston Villa, Norwich is gone already. You've got Bournemouth, so a lot of talking points. There's Watford
also there.
The Pozzo family, a consolation from Udinese yesterday. The Pozzo family also own Udinese. They own Granada. But Watford Football Club is also owned by the Pozzo family. And they are in the battling relegation. They make so much money from the Premier League compared, to
the other leagues.
La Liga
Definitely.
and the Serie A.
I mean, when you're talking about a TV distribution rights being shared more equally in the EPL than in Spain.
That's a talking point.
And Italy, you know that, yes, they can make more money from Watford than a team like Udinese and Granada. But hey, come on, let's give kudos to the champions first before we pick up today's discussion. Liverpool, let's take a look at that wonderful first trophy in 30 years. Here comes. Right, okay, so that's it. You never walk alone. Where would this Liverpool team rank in the greatest teams of all time of the EPL? How far do you think they can go in that ranking?
Well, quite exceptional, but not compared to, you know, what we've seen from the past. Not just the Invincible, but the Invincible readily come to mind.
Yes.
But you can also compare them to the Sir Alex Ferguson team, you know, that won the treble. That was another
But Liverpool
awesome
now are
moment.
champions of everything.
Well, they're no longer in the UEFA Champions League.
It doesn't mean if the UEFA Champions League is cancelled today, Liverpool will still
but
be
it's not
defending
cancelled
champions.
today.
So what I'm saying is that until there's a new
clause.
champion,
There will
until
be,
there's a new
there will
champion,
be a new
there
champion.
will be, but until
That's
that
it.
time, Liverpool are still champions of Europe.
But I give it
the
to
champions
Jurgen
of the
Klopp.
world.
I give
the
it.
champions of England.
I give it to Jurgen Klopp.
The champions of everything.
He's done a massive job, you know, with this Liverpool side. And
Yeah.
you see, for those who do not know, Liverpool has gone through everything to be champions today. At some point in time, I recall Liverpool in the 90s had two managers managing the same Liverpool side, but it didn't work out. I've seen Liverpool also, you know, build their team around a certain Fernando Torres, but it didn't work out for them. They had a certain general in the midfield, Steven Gerrard, thinking Gerrard was going to bring them the EPL trophy. But Chelsea and Dembaba ensured that they see the light of day. But Jurgen Klopp has brought something different to the Liverpool side.
Exactly.
And I have my fears. If Jurgen Klopp does not go to the transfer market to sign quality players, they may pay dearly for it. They may have to wait years, you know, to indeed equal this feat. Man City, you know, are hot, and from the way they are playing, one can say they are ready for next season. Not getting the man who went to Chelsea feels I've got the likes of Mo Salah, you know, I've got the likes of
Firmino, there's Mane.
Firmino, there is Mane and all that. But you see, you need to take a look at the Manchester City's bench. And that's why I'm tilting towards the Etihad, you know, or elsewhere next season. Chelsea is beefing up its squad. You know, that's one thing you must indeed continue to respect. Give it to the captain of the side, Jordan Henderson. Some will not see what is brought to this Liverpool side. When the chips are down, you know, Henderson rose to the occasion. Congratulations once again, you know, to Liverpool fans.
Wonderful.
They are not walking alone at this stage.
At this point. Now, Liverpool are champions. Manchester City are in second on the table. We'll take a look at that table now. At the moment, Manchester United are in third position. This seemed unachievable. This seems like a dream. Like Manchester United, third at this point in time. They were at one point 14 to 17 points behind Leicester City. You know, it didn't look good, but after the lockdown, they have gone on a 19-game. They went on a 19-game unbeaten run, of course, before the particular loss in the FA Cup. You know, but now it's going to go down to the final day. Final day drama. 4 top 4 positions. Manchester United will be up against Leicester City. Chelsea will be up against Wolves. Manchester United 63 points. Chelsea 63. Leicester City 62.
Well, taking a look at the table, Mike, Manchester United, third on the table, will be up against Leicester City. That's the glamour the Premier League brings. Those who indeed do this, you know, fixtures, sometimes you think, oh, they see beyond today. You know, that's awesome.
Definitely.
Now, there is a battle for the Champions League spot between these two sides, which is very, very massive. Leicester City have not done themselves a good job, you know, and that's the sad truth. But also, you must consider the fact that one man will be eyeing the top goal scorer award in this battle. It's more like, you know, a final of the Premier League season. Jamie Vardy has got 23 goals at this point in time, the highest goal scorer in the Premier League, facing the United side. United just need a point, you know, to secure a place in next season's UEFA Champions League.
Yes.
Leicester City needs a win to secure a place in next season's UEFA Champions League. Chelsea, on the other hand, will be up against Wolverhampton Wanderers, the team from the Molineux. The team from the Molineux, incidentally, needs, you know, an opportunity to play in Europe next season. So they must also take this, you know, fixture seriously. Chelsea need the points. Just a draw would be enough for Chelsea. But Wolverhampton Wanderers wouldn't want to rely on a draw.
Exactly.
Yes, Nuno is one manager who's done very well, you know, with this team. Nobody gave, you know, Wolverhampton Wanderers, you know, this chance. But coming this far, you wouldn't want to go to bed and sleep with your 2 eyes closed. Call it Super Sunday for them. And then that's one season, that's one match that will determine, you know, how far they fare this season. Because you wouldn't want to bank on the fact that should Leicester not get the desired point, then Leicester will still fall in the Europa League spots. Wolves are open to get a Europa League ticket. There is also Arsenal, who are waiting on the wings, you know, in the FA Cup final against Chelsea to come to the Europa League. So Wolverhampton Wanderers will want to give it their all against Chelsea. That's another cracker. It's been a topsy-turvy season.
It is.
No
So talking about Arsenal, you just mentioned Arsenal, of course. The big shocker had to be losing to Aston Villa. Aston Villa effectively put them out of reckoning for Europa League spots via the league table. We'll see some highlights of that match. The shocking thing was that Arsenal didn't have a single shot on target in that match against Aston Villa. Arsenal, just some days after beating two of the best teams in the world, back to back in the space of 4 days. Superb Arsenal. Arsenal look like they're on top. And then you go up against an Aston Villa and you don't even get a single shot.
It shows that Arsenal are inconsistent. That's the reason why you can't be champions. If you can't continue what you do week in, week out against the lower sides, and if you take a look at it, they've got, another woeful away record this season. If you also take a look at it, what they've battled against, in previous years has always been the challenge of not just winning away from home, but against the smaller sides. They don't do well. And against Aston Villa was another woeful performance, not acceptable. But then the fans are saying Kroenke and his cohorts shouldn't support Mikel Arteta in the transfer window. Now Arsenal can't just attract the big names at this point in time. There's been talks about getting, some players from Atletico Madrid, Thomas Partey, will he come or not? There's also the talks of Joe Elson, from Portugal. But the thing is, Mikel Arteta needs to splash the cash and get the right. He's there at this point in time. But let's talk about Kevin De Bruyne a bit.
Yeah.
The Nigerian, Michael Emenalo, bought him, to Chelsea. And when he brought the idea of signing Michael Emenalo, questions were asked. Is he a Brazilian? When did the Belgian all of a sudden become a player we need to start paying a lot of money for? But they didn't believe in Michael Emenalo. But this is the result.
This is the result of it.
The man is one of the best players in the Premier League today.
In the world also. I feel he's the best 10 ever in the world. We'll have this discussion next week, of course, when the EPL ends. And, of course, the Champions League will kick off in a week's time. Of course, 2 weeks' time, of course, that'll be in August. Thank you very much, man. It was great having you.
Always a pleasure.
All right, we're looking forward, of course, to the roundup of games this weekend. We'll take a break now. We still have more to come.
Hey, welcome back. Now it's time for us to give you a roundup of what went down this week, especially with our celebrities in the world of entertainment. Mike is sitting on the couch with me here, and we've already discussed so many of these things throughout the week, and it was so important for us to bring them together today. First of all, Kanye dominated the scene, entertainment scene, with his wife, Kim Kardashian. And, he posted tweets naming his wife and others, and Kim was appealing for support by Wednesday. So Kim finally reacted to her husband's social media breakdown in a lengthy post shared on her Instagram stories. She said the reason she decided to speak out about her husband's outburst, which is as a result of his bipolar disorder, is the stigma associated with it. I've never spoken publicly about how this has affected us at home because I'm very protective of our children and Kanye's right to privacy when it comes to his health, she wrote. But today, I feel I should comment on it because of the stigma and misconception about mental health. Kim's posts are coming on the heels of her husband's Twitter rants, which has gotten everyone talking. Following his presidential campaign in South Carolina, the rapper and presidential hopeful earlier this week took to Twitter with several messages directed at his wife. And, and of course, she is the mother to his children as well. His mother-in-law, Kris Jenner, was also under fire. You remember seeing the hashtag Kris Jong-un come up?
So we've spoken much about this and all of that. The thing now was that this was made public and all of that, and Kim's reply was very graceful, or is very graceful, is what you'd expect her. She did as much as she can to try and douse, everything that was happening and all of that. And, what makes this very funny was trying to puts in the presidential bid or something and all of that, and make it, I mean, it seemed like a joke, a birthday party, and he was actually trying to get on the ballot. He needed 10,000 votes to get on the ballot in Philly, California, and all of that. Of course, he could not make up to that number, but the point is, she gave a graceful reply, and there are a lot of things that are still said to be going on there, but for her reply, that's the best way to support him at this point in time.
Yeah, supporting, she very supportive reply. A lot of people expected it to be a little more stern, but
stern?
it was, stern in terms of the fact that, you know, he did talk, you know, he did tweet something about divorce and so many, you know, those are strong things he tweeted.
He did, though, he did.
It was strong things.
He did.
Moving on to happier things, you know, Nicki Minaj is pregnant, expecting her first child with Kenneth Petty. The rapper revealed this on Monday, July 20th, on Twitter, with a barrage of photos where she could be seen clad in a bikini cradling her baby bump. One of the posts was captioned, "Preggers."
So yeah, she sent social media into a meltdown. Her fans were extremely very happy, and it's good news. Nothing so much to say about that. Just that, it's good to celebrate with her. And we're looking forward to the junior Nicki. We don't know if it's male or female yet.
A lot of different memes coming out with the baby coming out with rainbow-colored hair. You know,
so you know, one other thing, one other offshoot of this news was that they said, what's his name now? Tekashi is not really a snitch because, but you know, they just recently released their song, which was #1 on Billboard charts and broke streaming records, and so definitely by the time they were shooting that video, she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And so they're like, okay, so Tekashi didn't talk about it. That means he's not a snitch. I don't know if that counts. But yes, she was pregnant while doing that shoot.
Nicki being praised. It's like a whole new side to the rapper. But moving on now, Kylie Jenner splurges on a new Rolls Royce as a new mom car. Now, the reality TV star and makeup mogul has proudly unveiled her brand new custom-made Rolls Royce, and it's safe to say that it's worth all the money she dropped to take possession of it. It's her mom-mobile, you know. Look at the color. My goodness, you know what it is to get a normal Rolls Royce where you now custom the inside pink. That's on another level. A beautiful, beautiful car there. Goodness, it matches my outfit. Kylie, can I borrow the car? You know, I just need to go to the supermarket. Can I just borrow your car? I'm just saying. It's a beautiful car.
Kudos, well done.
Yeah,
Kylie, well done.
It's her mom-mobile. That's what she takes to the supermarket. Don't you understand? That's where we want to get to.
Mom-mobile, right? Kudos, Kylie. Well done. You're doing well.
Okay, so August Alsina insists he still loves Jada Pinkett Smith. American singer August is not yet done talking about his relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith, as he reveals he still loves her, even after the actress famously described their affair as an entanglement. He made this known during an interview on Lil Wayne's Young Money Radio. Wow. Okay, so do you think he's just milking this a bit too much? I don't know whether... Well, I don't know. Is he just trying to drag out the issue? Once the red table conversation happened between Jada and Will, it doused everything.
That was just it. I mean, considering that he had already written a song, or he was reprinting a song, and then he had to title the song "Entanglement" and all of that.
He titled it "Entanglement."
He's trying to make the best he can out of this situation, for financial gains and. Would I blame him? I don't know why he even brought up in the first place.
If he is really in love, I know that the men, especially once they find, they try and hold on to as much of it as possible. It's hard for a lot of men to let go of past love. That's if it is true love, and it's not just. It is. Well, what are you saying?
No.
It's hard. It's not easy.
I'm feeling that.
Is it true?
Don't leave me.
Is it true? But if he is in love, man, dude, August.
Don't leave me.
By the end of August, please, just let's wrap up
Rhymes.
this. Let's wrap it up.
Right.
Speaking of wrapping it up, we're wrapping up the second hour of Wake Up Nigeria at this point. There's still so much more to come. And guess what? It's game day!
It's the third lap of the show, and we're getting to the zenith. We're getting to the zenith, so hey.
The peak.
Yeah.
We're getting to the top.
Denouement. You know.
We're almost there.
Oh, God. Don't do
Don't get too excited. Well, we actually want you to get excited.
We actually do.
We do. But
as you can.
there's still quite a bit more coming your way for your viewing pleasure.
Okay.
You need to just stay right there.
Definitely.
Everything is in check for the next 45 minutes.
Definitely,
Yeah.
there's still more. Of course, we have Indomie Cafe in the house. It wasn't so.
Indomie Cafe.
Yeah, they were not there the first time, but whenever they're there, look, they're never late. They're just
Yes,
there.
sir.
Chef Mike and Dami,
Yes,
they're
sir.
ready today. You know, we've been doing different things. So what's going to happen today? What's going to happen today?
What's happening?
Something really exciting.
I haven't tongue twister, our small chops for today.
Eh? Small
Tongue
chops?
Twister, yeah.
Yes,
Small chops.
small chops. So yes, just throw it to your mouth.
Small chops?
To go.
Yeah.
Wow.
With
Well,
noodles.
Mike, why are you? Are you skipping?
No, but you know that seriously. Okay.
What?
Okay.
Mike
I'm
is
good.
going to be tasting those small
It's
chops
easier
today.
for him to cram them
Yeah.
all in his mouth.
Not to worry. As
All
soon
right.
as they're done cooking, Mike, you will have the
Definitely, I'm looking forward to our questions also. We'll get our winners across to you.
Yes, of course.
I know a number of you answered these questions on Wednesday for our for that Indomie Cafe giveaway.
Yeah.
We'll get across to you on social media. We'll let you know if we can before the show runs out. I am Mike Mesikenor.
And I'm Titi Oyinsan. Please use the option of streaming the show live online. That's on tvcentertainment.tv or on Facebook live at TVC Connect.
Sending comments with the hashtag WakeUpNiger on TVC on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yes, so very important hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. Watch all our exciting episodes from past 3 years. And of course, even today's. If you missed anything from today, you can always just subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's TVC Entertainment. And you'll be able to catch up.
And of course, exclusive to IG, 2:30 p.m. later today, we have a guest. Don't go, you wouldn't want to miss it. We'll have more time. It's chilled. It's not so as much as it's like us at home. So you don't want to miss our IG Live exclusive, 2:30 p.m. today. Okay? Right, we still have one more guest, of course, on the show today.
Actor, broadcaster, entrepreneur, humanitarian, Bolanle Oluchi Babalola. She recently became second runner-up of the reality TV show Ultimate Love. Join us for a chat later on the show.
Our in-law. I say make I come greet you.
Why?
You say,
I said, why?
my husband.
I know who I married.
Then you know say we just bury him now.
So why you come greet me?
This one that you are doing.
Yeah, so I wanted to take this opportunity to say happy birthday to the one and only Mr. Francis Azubike.
Azubike.
Yes, sir. AKA Grandpapi.
So you're calling the
Yeah.
sugar daddy,
Yeah.
sugar grandpa, right?
Sugar Grandpa, yeah.
You got.
He's one of our producers here on the show, and he also produces the Big Issue.
Wonderful, great show, and he has done so much with the Big Issue during this
Yeah.
lockdown. Having to join the show via Zoom is just off the hook. Found a way to make it happen. Francis, this is all of us here saying happy birthday to you.
Yes,
how many years more? 60 years more, 70 years more, 80 years more, whatever you want, be it
Yes,
unto
sir.
you that way. And the best wishes to you and everything, and to you and everything that's all about you. So happy birthday, Francis.
Yeah, I love
Azubike.
birthdays. Hopefully we'll get some cake later on today. We need that cake in our lives. Birthday
tired of cake.
Yeah, not the national cake, or the birthday cake.
National cake is not bad. Let's get that one.
Which
too.
one?
Okay, so did we ever mention where Mushin Boy and VI Boy? It's like trending and all of that. It was quite interesting, and
if you yap me, I yap you 10 times. That
in fact, it brings someone. Our coping mechanism as Nigerians is fun, making jokes out of a lot of things.
True.
There are times when you sit back and like, really, should we be making a joke out of this? But it was quite a drama when we saw the former governor, former senator Chris Ngige, and of course former minister making those. It was quite
Comments.
interesting. He said, I'm a VI. Yeah,
GI boy, yeah, wishy boy.
Well,
it was a heated moment. It was a heated moment, and the reaction is the way Nigerians really react to these kinds of things, and they laugh it off. But there were some, major issues being discussed during that. We can't, of course, there's never time to go into that now.
I just feel like we should the attention should be on what are the matters on ground.
Exactly.
And,
Exactly.
We find a way to make fun of it and all of that, but we demand more. We demand more. We should ask for more. We should accountability, not just. We've seen a lot of things happen this past week when it comes to accountability. I'm like, whoa, is this happening? But hey, come on, let's just hope that we can make it happen. We can get better at this, and that's the only way. We just have to hope.
It's so interesting you should say things that happen, because I was like, maybe we should have like our own Nigerian Oscars for Best Actor.
There are no more of them.
They're like, there's a long list. There's some videos going on online now of that.
I see. Look, that's the way a lot of us know to cope, and that's what we're doing. So at times, I feel like, yes, we can do more, but hey, just like, someone like, what do you want us to do? What do you want us to do? So our coping mechanism is making fun of it. I don't think it's the best, but that is what it is.
Speaking of coping mechanisms, my stomach is coping with those aromas in the kitchen. And Mary has been with the chefs in our Indomie Cafe, that is our Wake Up Nigeria kitchen right now. Mary, talk to us. Tell us the food is almost ready.
I thought you guys would never get here. I was beginning to wonder if this conversation is going to go until the end of the hour. Like, I want to cook. Well, not me. I've got Chef Michael and Chef Dami here to make breakfast in shall we call it a makeshift Indomie Cafe on Wake Up Nigeria? Yes. So let's get started. What are we having for breakfast today?
We're having tongue twister, like our small chops. So,
tongue twister.
Tongue twister.
Okay.
So these are our items that we do prepare tongue twister with.
Okay.
We have our flour here.
Okay.
We have our breadcrumbs. We have our ketchup, our mayonnaise, and cheese.
Ketchup, mayonnaise,
cheese, and the egg.
Okay.
So we also have our ginger and carrots and green pepper.
Okay.
And the black pepper.
Okay.
So these our normal atarodo, the chili. So that's what we're going to start preparing the needle with first.
So I'm actually trying to picture how this will come together, because this is where you first had me, because I'm like this three, and then of course Indomie, and then the sauce again. Okay, you know what? Let's get started. Okay. No time to waste. No problem. So what's the first thing we need to do?
The first thing we need to do is this is the needle, the fresh one. These is already prepared. These are prepared ones. So we just want to show how to prepare this.
Okay.
So we're going to add up our carrots, garlic, ginger to it.
So this is just the
plain one.
Noodles.
Yeah,
okay?
boiled noodle.
Yes.
Yeah.
So nothing has been added, just boiled noodles, no seasoning, nothing.
No, see, the seasoning, you have to add your seasoning to it to have a taste.
Okay.
So we now add the mayonnaise to it.
Okay. Something is happening here.
Yeah.
I'm actually wondering how this would taste. Do you have to mix this off the pan?
Yeah, you have to mix off the pan.
Off the pan, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You add our carrots.
Okay.
And our garlic, ginger combined together.
Wow. So this is how you achieve this?
Yeah.
Let's move on. Let's see how this will turn out. I'm already thinking like many people at home are thinking now. Mayo, cheese, ketchup in noodles. Okay.
Now mix together to get it taste out of it.
Oh, this is beginning to make sense. Have you guys done maybe even shawarma with this thing? Because it kind of looks shawarma. You do, right?
Shawarma
See?
Indomie as well. We have our shawarma Indomie being prepared just like this.
Wow.
We also have our tatters. That is Indomie in pancake style. So.
Wow. So, okay.
So you can see how we've achieved this.
Yes. Yeah. But this one looks like cooked with pepper. But I'm not seeing the look of pepper. Or is it that you made this one more sumptuous because it's live?
No, it's the same thing. We just make this out of just a sample of this, how to prepare this.
Okay, because I'm seeing something like egg, but I'm not seeing it manifest
egg,
here.
no, egg is not going to be in here.
But there was egg in that one.
No, there's no egg in this.
What is that stuff that looks like egg there?
There's no egg in it. Cheese.
So is it cheese that, okay, it's clumped?
You know, we allow this to relax a bit, but we're preparing this now on the show.
Boy, I can already put this in bread.
So
and I always thought bread and noodles was weird.
We
Can
fill
you
it up
imagine?
to the chili pepper, which is our atarodo.
Okay, this is when a typical Nigerian will say another angle. Are you going to fry it like this?
Yeah. But
Wow.
we're going to coat it with the egg and the flour and the breadcrumb.
So if you're not good with pepper, this is not for you.
Yeah, if you're not good in pepper.
Hey, you know you guys should have a contest, really. Like whoever can eat, like what, 10 of this gets free Indomie for the whole year. Because man, this is, I don't even want to say this is suicide. I'll be so glad to have Mike try this at the end of the show, not me. Gosh.
So
All that pepper. My goodness. Okay. So when this is done, what's the next thing we're going to do?
the next thing we're going to do is to wrap the needle with it together on the body. We now coat with the breadcrumb and the flour and the egg.
Wow. Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Don't worry, we have time. Let's do. Everybody must see what you want to do today, so that when at the end of the show, whoever gets to get the bites goes yay instead of ouch. You will understand why it was really necessary to do that. Okay. Okay, so we're going to be breaking eggs.
Yeah.
Aha. There you go. What if I was going to say that, what if I cheat and decide to roll it? I did not even know it's even part of it, see? Wow. So, you know, I found out something just earlier this week.
Yeah.
That onions have a way of killing pepper when you're eating food.
The secret of this is just to have a taste of the pepper, so we are not adding onions to it.
Because I was actually going to suggest that those who probably want to try this at home and are like, they're scared of the pepper, you might want to tone it down with onions. That's the secret I found out this week. Okay. And I was amazed. Eating pepper and then you just chew onions and there's a way it just diffuses the pepper. Yeah,
pepper, onions has a way of killing pepper power. So the pepper won't be that too spicy anymore.
Okay, so it's
what
time
we're doing
to roll.
now is to coat with a little bit of flour.
So you know how they say there's a particular tribe in Nigeria that likes pepper. This is when to show your talents. This is when to show your talents. Okay, so you're wrapping it up now?
Yeah, we're wrapping it up.
Yeah, so the flour. Okay. Then
you'd like to put it there first.
Put it there. Okay, okay. So after doing that again. All right. So you don't have to roll it in the pepper like in the
no, just
flour.
to coat it. So after doing this, we now use the flour and use the.
Okay, which makes sense because technically this is actually noodles are actually made from flour as well, so that makes a lot of sense anyway. So is it going to turn out crispy?
Yeah, it's going to turn out crispy with the breadcrumb.
Oh, so we're kind of like eating fried noodles. All right. Okay. So does it go into the egg first, or you're coating it with the breadcrumbs first?
We're coating it with the breadcrumbs.
Okay.
Before now, coat with the.
Okay. So let's just go to one now, so that everybody can see before we go, because it looks like we have to take a break, like almost in like a few seconds. So let's coat it, eggs first, so the breadcrumbs can stick
to it.
Yeah, and then breadcrumbs. So there you have it. It seems easy, but you know how it is when you try things at home? It doesn't quite turn out the way the professionals do. They make it look so easy on Wake Up Nigeria. But don't worry, you can always try it out yourself at an Indomie cafe, especially if you make a mess of it at home when you try it the first time. So you can, okay, maybe this is what they did. So we will be frying, not to worry, we will be frying. And of course, you get to see the end result. I'm particularly interested in the pepper. Right now, however, we have to take this break. Of course, you know, Wake Up Nigeria continues. Stay with us.
Thank you for staying with us, and let's do some trends on social media, most especially Twitter. Quite a lot trending this Friday. Woodberry's trending. Okay, that has to do, of course, with you know Woodberry. So let me not explain plenty here. But let's see. Which tweets now? Which trend should we go? Henderson, of course, that's because of Liverpool and all of that. Let's see. Klaus. I saw Klaus somewhere. One of the baddest villains ever. Okay, let's talk about villains, right? Which one? Which villains do you... Okay, that's an... Okay, look at this now. Two of them are coming for you. Two of them are coming for you. One is to defend you from the two. Which one are you taking to defend you? Like, look at it now. This is three people. Two are coming for you. One is to defend you from the two. Which one are you taking to defend you? John Wick, Klaus, and Mike Banning. Okay, this is a very interesting one. Titi, I don't know who you'd want to pick from these three, but it says two will come for you and one will defend you. Who would you pick to defend you amongst these three? John Wick, Klaus, and Mike Banning. I think it's a little bit...
No, so I like Mike Banning. Because that guy looks after presidents, man. Like 3 times back to back, save the president. If you can look after me like a president, no problem.
You might not know. Before Titi picks who she was, for those of you who might not know Mike Banning, that's talking about Gerard Butler, who plays...
Gerard Butler, exactly.
The whole Olympus has fallen.
Yes.
Angel has fallen.
London has fallen.
London has fallen, right? For me, I think, of course, the best, which a number of people agree with, has to be Olympus has fallen. But Angel has fallen was massive for me. I really love Angel has fallen, okay? So, let's see. So which one? Which one would you pick, Titi? Which one would you pick? Which one would you pick?
I've already picked Mike Banning now.
Against Klaus.
Oh, against Klaus.
So you pick Mike Banning to defend you, and Klaus and John Wick will come for you. You think Mike Banning will survive?
No. Okay, so let's switch that over. I think I would pick John Wick there. I think I would pick John Wick just because of his speed and perseverance. And man, he did that for his dog, man. Just imagine if he was, trying to defend me and, get his vengeance against, it's just too much. Too much. John Wick is in a league of his own.
But I don't know.
You know, all this movie talk gets me going. Movies. But I know enough about John Wick to know that I would have chosen John Wick because he looks like someone that you can count on. He seems reliable. Someone you can trust to defend you. So that much I know about him. I know Klaus can be really brutal.
Like fighting styles.
You want somebody that even if the enemy catches you, the person will still keep fighting for you in the hope of even getting your soul redeemed or something.
All right. So I know that the kitchen...
So you know what happens now? You know what happens now? So if I wanted to put it down and bring it out, I feel it's very, very it's lopsided. Like that conversation should not be because both of them are normal human beings. Klaus is paranormal. So in that regard, man, look, man, Klaus, John Wick is all. But there's this one is the one that I think is a bit more. This comparison is a bit more streamlined. Right? Now, who is more vengeful between Klaus and John Wick? Titi, who do you think is more vengeful, Klaus and John Wick? Remember that John Wick brought down a whole operation because of his dog. An operation, you understand?
Yep.
Klaus, okay, maybe if I say this one, you understand why I might still pick Klaus. But Klaus wants to bring down the world because of his daughter. Who would you go for? Who's more vengeful, John Wick or Klaus?
Omar, I still think I'm going to go with John Wick, though.
John Wick, eh?
Yeah, I still think because
you like him. Let's just
no, for real. I
just like him.
Okay, all right, whatever you say.
But why would you go for John Wick?
Are you stopping me again?
Why would you go for John Wick?
So what? Okay, I know you still have some more tweets to take, but there's just something about it being his dog. I don't know. I'm a dog lover, so I don't know. Maybe that's why.
Okay, but now this one is okay. So now look at this one now. This is the final one. Let's take this one. Now it says to survive, you have to either kill John Wick's dog or Klaus's daughter. who are you going for?
This one.
To survive,
I don't
you
know.
have to kill one. So let me know on social media there, and then we'll take your comments. Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. I like this one, and this one is just perfect. We'll end this one. To survive, you have to kill one. John Wick's dog or Klaus's daughter. Who will you kill?
I don't know.
I'll take responses for this one. I'll take responses on social media for this one. Titi will definitely say, because she likes John Wick so much, I'm sure she will say she wants to kill Klaus's daughter. You see the time about Klaus?
I don't know.
No, you don't understand. Okay,
no.
But let me, you know what? Why did he still eyeing and trying to consider her decision? Let's take some responses here. John Wick can fight almost half the world because of his dog. He will kill you with a pencil. Bring that girl. Oh, guy, you don't know what you're saying. You don't know what you're saying. Okay. It says, I'm definitely taking John Wick's dog. John Wick will find you and kill you, but you see Klaus, he will kill you. He will kill your generation. And wait for 1,000 years to come and start again. And cast a spell to tap your soul. This guy got it.
Wow.
If you know what Klaus will do, anybody that knows you, anybody that's heard your name before or calls your name.
Wow.
No. See, where John Wick's vengefulness ends, Klaus one has never started. So yeah, Klaus one has never started. But yeah, for that one, I would go for John Wick. Dog, we'll use it and I'll give him 404. You know, when I give her John Wick's dog, she will let me well. Talking about 404.
I can't believe you went there.
Mary, I know. Mary, are you going to go for a dog or for Klaus's daughter? Which one are you going to go for, Mary?
So I don't kill. I don't kill. So I'm a peace-loving person.
So you've never
So
killed...
I'll just tell them, here I am.
So Mary, you've never eaten
I
point
will not
and kill
tolerate
before.
someone hunting down my generation.
You've not eaten catfish
Neither would
before.
I tolerate someone coming after me like, excuse me. So just do what you want to do. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let life just go on.
You have something to show us there in the kitchen, Mary? You have anything there to show us?
Yes, we do.
Oh, you do? All
so
right.
it's like these guys are setting me up, yeah?
Okay.
You know how I said Mike would do the tasting? Then I decided to plate it so that it will not be a case of, Mary, you need to try this. Let's know how it feels. But you know this popular saying of jump and pass? I will jump and pass. Because I want to have Mike's reaction first before I bite into this. But this is very interesting. There's pepper in it, and you have a sauce by the side.
Yeah, that's a chili. That's a chili, but it's a choice. You can also use your mayonnaise or your ketchup if you want to eat along.
So how did you make the chili?
That's been our regular chili.
That's been your regular chili. So you just put it together, especially for someone who is just watching for the first time.
Yeah.
How did you put it together?
Our chili is being made out of our normal atarodo, which is
So you see what I'm saying about these guys and his setup? So you have pepper in the roll, like the small chops, and then you still dip it into pepper. You must be a pepper lover to try this. What's that stuff they say? Disclaimer notice. We are not responsible for the results of this. But hey, it looks good. It looks really good. Okay, so let me see. I'm scared. All that pepper. Not all of us like pepper that much, but let's see. Let's see how this turns out. Let's see. Okay, so let me go for the tiniest so that if there's going to be pain, it will be reduced. Which side is the pepper?
The pepper is
I know what to do. Don't worry, I found it. Why am I in Nigeria, babe? There's always a way out, you know. So we just dip it in the sauce and then go for that end where there's no pepper. This is nice because there's no pepper. If I had bitten the other side, I would definitely have gotten a mouthful of pepper. So I was smart enough to discover that side. Oh my goodness, even this part. It's just dawning on me. If you don't like pepper, don't try this. Thankfully, they have other stuff on their menu. So if you don't like pepper,
you can use your ketchup, your mayonnaise to eat along with.
Why didn't you offer me ketchup upon my Okay. You know what? That's it. We have to take this break.
Mary needs to take a break there. Mary needs to take a break. Let's see if we can get her a glass of milk or something. But she seems to be having a good time, and we are too. You need to stay right there as we take this quick break. Welcome back. Now we've been joined by a very talented actor, broadcaster, entrepreneur, humanitarian, and so much more. Her name is Bolanle Oluchi Babalola.
She recently became second runner-up of the reality TV show Ultimate Love.
With a passion to engage her creative abilities, she's going to be letting us in on how she juggles running her cleaning company, that's BioScrubs, and Bob Wears, and also remaining in the spotlight on social media.
Yeah, that's a lot to juggle. That's a lot to juggle. And it's so wonderful to have you on the show today. How are you doing today, Bolanle?
I'm fine, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
We've been looking forward to having this conversation with you.
Almighty TVC, so happy to be here this morning.
It's our pleasure. It's our pleasure.
All right, so the Ultimate Love, I'm going to call it the competition, reality TV show competition. You know, a lot of people didn't know what to make of it. Can I just ask, what exactly did you hope to achieve when going for that reality show?
Yeah.
Well, let me use the word. It was one of those things you don't think of before you embark on it. Yeah. So that was it. It was, I called it a form of intervention. So there was no plan, there was no agenda whatsoever. It was more like, okay, so they said you should come and look for a husband. I think to my friend, let's hook you up. Let's try something blind dating. So you never know. You may just find the love of your life there.
Oh, we'll show you how it's done.
They call it Ultimate Love, love.
Exactly. So
They
you
put love in the title.
So yes, I was hoping I was going to find my ultimate love in there. If I tried the normal and I couldn't find him, who knows? I might find him on a reality show.
Wow. Okay, so before Ultimate Love, of course, Bolanle had a life. And not many people are very familiar with what that life was. Could you tell us more about it?
So Bolanle, prior to now and up to now, Bolanle is an entrepreneur. Bolanle is a media personality and broadcasting. Studied theater, went into media production, radio drama, and then at the same time, I also went into a bit of film production as well, and acting.
Okay.
So I was literally in front of the camera and behind the camera, juggling everything. Then I started my baby BioScrubs like 5 years ago, that's BioScrubs cleaning. Out of a niche to try and make my Abuja, because I was based in Abuja, try and make my environment a bit clean. And I noticed there was space for that to make money as well while doing that. And I had a lot of friends that were into construction. So I just decided, okay, let's take it to the next level. So when I'm working, I have projects on my hand, probably campaigns and other productions I have to do. The cleaners deal with it, so I have supervisors that deal with the cleaning, janitorial services as well. And then I do my broadcast job by the side. I've not gotten the big one I want yet. So it's more like part-time contract broadcast jobs that I've been handling literally. So
It's great. It's great to hear all this, you know. But that spotlight has been beaming on you, especially since the whole love triangle with Arnold came to be on the show. So, you know, it was hard for a lot of people to believe that all this love was real. Can you tell us, was this love actually real with Arnold? And how is it going now?
okay, I can. Well, it's Bolanle that's been interviewed here. Yes, for myself personally, I'll tell you the love was real, because I don't think I'm one to pretend. I've never, especially in case of relationship, I'm a one-man type of woman. I love you, I stick to you. I don't know how to do. I'm dating 2-3 people at the same time. That had always been Bolanle. So I got into the house, I was open. I was just me, treating myself like I was real life situation, even though the cameras were literally in my head all the time, my face and all that. So for me, yeah, I think the attraction was more of his intelligence and his level of creativity to me, very strong, and then it. So from there, it grew. We're more like friends, and then it grew to something else. So I think the love for me was real. But presently, we're not categorically, or should I say, romantically involved, but we're cordial friends as both of us are trying to concentrate on our brands and stay off the whole social media drama for now.
Okay.
Okay, so at least
she
there's
cleared
a
that up.
love story for you, right? Right now, you're just focusing on your business and all that on the side.
Yeah.
So what about the TikTok video now? You're trying to do like you don't. We saw the video where the TikTok video that said that asked whether you dance if you would you rather dance or go back to your ex. That video
That your
was,
dance, it was on another level.
it felt a lot deeper than that.
Okay, before Arnold, I had other ex. Come on, you guys. Seriously, it was an innocent TikTok video.
Are you sure it wasn't Arnold you're talking about?
Because everyone thought it was Arnold. That dance was extra, man.
Honestly.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not the first person to do the dance. Different people had done it, dance or go back to your ex. And I bumped into it that night and I was like, hey, I like this. Come on, let's do this. I'm not sure I want to go back to any of my ex. And then the next thing, I woke up in the morning and I saw it on Insta blog. I'm like, yay. What did I do wrong?
And you know, that actually mirrors, it actually spotlights the fact that your life before Ultimate Love and after it, of course, has changed a great deal. Before Ultimate Love, you probably post stuff and you're just one of 1,000 people posting it. And now post Ultimate Love, it's all about you. People are like, okay, reading meanings into everything. How have you been able to deal with the spotlight so far?
So I went to do the show innocently to just go and look for love, try something out of the ordinary, out of the box, as I said. But coming out, for someone that, number one, I'm not usually a social media person. I post, I engage once in a while, but I'd rather just work and go for some campaign outreach or go my productions and acting. And for me to be thinking of what picture to post, what video I'm supposed to do, to put on TikTok, or how I'm going to make people happy with my look. And then I come out and everybody's in my face, literally. You don't have anything. Plus the one, most of them, which are usually untrue, you get to see on social media. And you're like, did I really do this? Did this really happen to me? Like, I am blindly, I've not experienced this thing this person is talking about. So, it's not been easy, but I've been able to make some friends along the way within this short period that have been supporting me. Some of those that have been in the limelight before me have been able to talk me through some of my downtimes. And then I also keep into getting the strength I need through this period, through God. So I tend to find myself praying more for help so I don't lose my sanity and lose my morals too at the same time. So I've had really good people, including elderly ones and friends, new and old, that have been by me, encouraging me. Because, see, on a good day, I don't think that I'm lasted this long with all the pressure I've been going through since I came out. But it just gets to show that for every level God brings you to, He brings some set of people along your path and gives you extra grace and strength to go through whatever challenge you're going through. So it's been
all right. Okay, so I'm gonna, we're gonna wrap up soon, but I wanted to talk about the other love guests. You know, they call them love guests. They don't call them housemates for Ultimate Love. They love guests. And I've not been seeing you talk about anything about you still having, connections with any of them. And of course, some of them are really still all forming lovey-dovey. What's your opinion on how they're behaving at this point?
Why would you say they are forming lovey-dovey?
Is it real lovey-dovey or is it still for the likes?
It was like February. This is July. February, March, April, May, June, July. Come on, that's like 6 months. So if you love the person, by now you know you love the person. So if you can't stand it, you guys don't have a future together and you bounce. Well, I, for one, we've gone through our own challenge and we understand each other better now. For other people, I can't speak for them categorically, but everybody is still with their partner. they might end up together. Remember, the essence of ultimate love is not to force you guys to marry your partner, but to introduce you and make you meet someone that could possibly end up being the love of your life, end up being your husband or your wife. So there's still a possibility that partners could still end up getting married. But everybody, we're still in contact, we're still friends, we're cool. We're cool
From that answer you gave, I just wonder, if you had the chance to do it all over again, would you go into the ultimate love house again? If you had the chance to do it all over again, is it something you'd rather say, nah, I'm not interested? Or is it something you would really love to do again?
So here's the thing. This time, if I'm going there, I'm going to tell myself I'm not going to be focused on one person. I'll leave my options open. I think that's what I'll do next week, but I will definitely go back in there if it comes the way it was. Because when I went for the audition, I just told them, this is like some sort of intervention. So here I am, do to me as you please, literally. Because my friend dragged me there. So it wasn't like something I planned I was going for. She came to the house and made me get dressed and everything. I'm like, let's go, you're going. So I went there and I'm like, okay, this is an intervention. Here I am. Do as you want to me. So I think if it happens like that, again, I'll go for it. But when I get there, I'll probably leave myself open to options and not just be one direction, like I'll see this person I'm interested in.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us, Bolanle. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you so much for your time. Wow, really insightful.
Yeah, and you know,
I like the honesty.
Yeah, because
it can be tough because everyone expects you to be, you know,
a certain way, and even act in a different manner and all. So I'm happy for her. She seems quite content with herself. I'm gonna, you know, estimate that food is really.
You're estimating when Mike is in the kitchen.
Hey, let's not estimate for too
See,
long. Let's
Titi,
go. Let's go and have a taste.
It's like you're not interested in this meal.
No, it's for them.
I am.
It's for them, okay?
You want me to
I think I'll make Mike pass over.
You've extensively spoken about this meal, so can you,
Please,
guys,
take
the floor.
Okay, so thank you so much for being on the show today, Chef Michael and Chef Dami. Fantastic stuff you guys have made for us. So tell us about this, especially for those just tuning in.
For those just tuning in, this is tongue twister.
Tongue twister.
Tongue twister. This is like a small chops. So this also contains our needles. In the pepper, we have a twist of our needle in it, and the same needle that we use to wrap it. So everything about this cheesy chops is needle.
Okay, so it's noodle with a tongue twisting.
But this guy, you're good. You guys are good.
Don't you want me to twist my tongue?
Yeah, I want you to twist your tongue.
I'm not even going to tell you I'm sorry, but what? Hey.
Okay, so is this what you tasted, or was it the sauce you tasted before?
I tasted both.
You tasted both.
You can as well make use of your mayonnaise and ketchup.
But they decided not to do it to us today.
All right. So should I take a bite?
Yeah.
Should I go ahead?
No. Let it bite you.
I should let it bite. I should.
Okay. Take a bite.
Right. Let me bite from here. Yes. Okay. Mary. What were you going on about?
I know you like pepper, but did you notice that you only bit
a piece of the pepper?
Piece of it.
There's
you did not bite where
there's
the
a cheese in
are.
it, so the pepper could not be that.
I've been loving it.
You love it.
Yeah.
Chef Michael and Chef
spicy
Dami, well done, guys.
Thank
you
you
very
so
much. You guys are,
Thank
see, look, when this started, it seemed like something that it's going to be hard to Indomie. I mean, what can you do? But these guys, they are, variety is really the spice of life. They bring that statement to life. It's been a wonderful time with you. Thank you for being a part of the show. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Have a great day, everyone.
Great weekend as well. Bye.